Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Chicago Bears. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Set, ready? 15 line. 15 line. Hey, Delta. Down.
On first down, Eason. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Got his man complete. A big play there on the first play of the game. 45 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40.
No. He went deep first. He got a deep ball.
Looking to throw. Eason flushed out right.
And
he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. Here we go on second and 12. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Back to throw. Eason. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jordan Lastly was the intended target, and it's third and short.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it'll be tipped up and picked off.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. Operating from the gun, Eason. This is caught. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
You never know. Down there.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run on second down with Cohen.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. They'll try to run for it with Cohen, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 36.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
80's getting the ball here. 80's getting the ball.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And this is Gabriel on the catch. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
36 power.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. On 3rd down, Wilson. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Off-play action. Eason, he'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go. You saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Good positioning, and it's picked off. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
14 yards in the Chicago first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Not working mine last week, bro.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Mike 48, Mike 48. It's got a long day. It's going to be a long day. 48.
Wilson on 3rd down. And able to find Kirk complete. Touchdown, Chicago! Christian Kirk His 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Looking to throw. Eason. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, he's got Burton here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. First down, a run with Cohen. And some space here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to run them.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
We saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter. Not a whole lot of room there, but there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
It was, I just scored a touchdown. I'm at 13-7.
In for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7.
Yeah.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
I forgot how he had been a little minute. What the heck is this? He might have sneaked it. It might be time.
Fighting through, and he's got space.
Chase him
and
down.
He's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Boy,
just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
I only played on... Is he in the other league too? Then I only played on... Like, that should have been a pick there.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 16th touchdown of the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Get the ball second half. So I score here. Get one stop.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on second down, Wilson. He's going to take off with it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. So from the 36 down, 1st and 10.
He's just over here trying to be with me.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And the Ravens pressure too much. Down he goes.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. This one into the hands of Burton. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This is Miller, complete.
There it is. Okay, Russell Wilson, staying the field.
Anthony Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys
I'm over here throwing these Dukes type routes. You know what I'm saying? A little this, a little that.
And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee. As he'll start
you gotta watch the room, man. You gotta go sneaky.
The Raven offense setting the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes.
Right down the season. Texans, let's say that. Chargers, let's say that. Outside of that, Dolphins, and then...
No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Okay. That means two another.
Got a man
That leaves 2
And he gets
spots.
this one just shy of the 35.
And that's you, and if I'm not mistaken, that's you in the Broncos right now.
Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout.
All right, so let's say the Colts, bro. Yeah, you beat out the Broncos for
NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try to hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Computer Lions is a trap. No lie.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson, the screen pass here to Cohen. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Oh, my God.
In the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they should.
Hey, thank you, Eddie Jackson.
Intercepted.
Get out here, get home.
And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
You were there last time.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
Edward Tremaine Jackson.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands.
Oh,
and, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house.
I slid Eddie into that purple zone.
Film up here
okay, I figured the snap was coming.
That's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense setting the line for this next drive. Throwing after the interception. Eason eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. To throw on 2nd down. Eason. Towards the end zone.
Yeah, he just threw that off his back foot.
And this is almost got that. Incomplete. The coverage there too
but I think the key to this game is throwing off your back foot. There's something in there you're missing.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually it becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Oh, no. What? Off the bat? I don't.
Here's Sam Cook now.
You see me, I'll throw off the front kick
away for the 2nd time. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
Throw off that.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Colts play
at the line, prepping for their next drive. The Bears offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They try again with Cohen. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards into Chicago, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Alert, alert, alert.
Play action. Now Wilson. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 42 yards on first down.
Oh, what a play by him.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On second and 11 now. Wilson escaping the pressure right. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom, he took advantage of it. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. The first down screen pass, good for 5. To throw again on second down. Wilson dancing to his left.
Throw it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Throw the ball away.
Good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum
like,
shifted to the
right
other
here.
side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
14.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This is
That's crazy.
and he is in.
The most one gave him
Touchdown,
shot points, man.
Chicago.
Ran the best time of the
Making a hat
last
trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes
Christian
now
Kirk.
as the Bears push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up first and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Hey, don't be hating on Jeremy Sprinkle.
Only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Now Howard. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimum gain of 2.
Low injury.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
To throw on third down, Wilson. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game, as the Bears push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Not enough. He's probably not going to get his
the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
What?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing on first down. Eason throwing right, and that's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Khalil Mack, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 10. And the return goes out to his own 17-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the
no, almost. Hey, stand by for that superstar. I might get it. I ain't gonna lie to you.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Cohen. And he'll be corralled out across midfield.
Oh, he got injured. No!
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I don't know. This is his game to get it.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Oh, rush for 200 and score 4 TDs.
So they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the
Man,
big
he's
fellas
almost at 150 until he got hurt. For over 4 minutes.
On 2nd and a yard. Wilson. And
that's a bad throw,
away and incomplete.
Bruised ribs, goal turn. Praise God. Substitution now.
Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep playing it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now it's Wilson. Finding Gabriel complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, his 4th touchdown on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
I'm saying, I'm trying to line it back again.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? You just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And my goodness, another interception. Jackson picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Yeah.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions.
I don't know if I'll get it, bro. I need 70 yards and 2 touchdowns in 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
It's coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback. That's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Let's go, D.
Again, it's Cohen. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Not totally free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Cohen. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
No, 191.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I'm on the 4-yard line. I'm about to do something real quick.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, there we go.
Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They run. This is Cohen. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're saying those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bears, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Russell Wilson had 284 yards passing, 4 TDs, no picks. That'll win a ball game or two. Bro, you know who took the top off was Christian Kirk.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. Early I'm up, I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business.
Man, look at man. Man, see, I can't wait to get off my payroll. Now, for the moment of truth.
Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better.
Yeah, you earned it. Let's go!
Been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, down the tide? You will never know. You ain't never try. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field.
Yeah, he does.
Yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job. You can see that. On my head is real.
Oh, man, you about to be a 90 overall too before the playoffs, probably. If they mess around. One of them is the spin cycle, which that mug is deadly. Now, if I can go ahead and get the what's that evasive or what's that shit Saquon got? One of them? Hey, he taking them home to the house. The best part is he's 26 years of age, and I got him locked up for the next 6 years minimum. When you look. Yeah, you do. Oh, bro, yeah, 5 years remaining. He making $5 million. 5 million. 6 million, 6 million, 6 million.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job. You see that? On my head is real.
Just for no reason, just hold out. Just, hey, I'm not playing my contract, coach.
Coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's.
I'm gonna tell him somebody playing in that Cohen jersey. I don't know who. But 29 is gonna be on the football field.